It's the real word. It's the real word. It's the real word. It's the real word.
We on a mission and that's bringing y'all the truth. You know the problem, but we get into the root. The devil watching, yeah, he always on pursuit. But Jesus is our rock, so we shall not be moved. We on a winning team, so we can't lose. We say facts, cause we hitting y'all with proof. Started from the bottom, now we standing on the roof. As God as our witness, we gon' make it to the moon. When you want the truth, the world be hiding it. This the real word, we providing it. We got Acee, BK, Truth, Rick Star, and we plan to make a movie like it's Pixar. We came a long way from the plantation. We just tryna save your souls from damnation. So if you down with the message, tune in every week. It will lead you to the message that you seek.
It's the real word. It's the real word. It's the real word. It's the real word.
Do this.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Real Words. I think it's season 5.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, it's been so long. Shout out. We try to switch it up for you guys today a little bit. Try to figure out the aesthetic. So let us know how you feel about the new setup, and let us know how you feeling.
I think it's nice, man. The guys,
They like it.
I think they're gonna like it.
We got more space.
It's a more royal feeling, you know. I got elbow room, you know.
Facts. So shout out to everybody for watching. I'm here with my 2 co-hosts. Introduce yourself, gentlemen.
My name is Alexander Jean-Noel. I'm a construction administrator for New York City.
And then, you know, it's me, Kimmel Hall, BK Truth. Y'all know me.
Yeah, what's up, y'all? So shout out to everybody that watched last week. We did, I think, 14.9 thousand views on the Facebook. So shout out to everybody that watched us last week. Shout out to everybody that watched us on the Brick Network. Shout out to the Brick Network. Check your local cable listings. To get straight into it, man. Pop Smoke got killed last week, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
We drove past this memorial on Saturday. You remember? Shout out to the whole.
I took a picture out there, man.
Shout out to Brooklyn. Shout out to Acee.
On 82nd Street.
Yeah, second and Flatland.
Yeah, man.
Yo, I didn't even know he lived right there, but it makes sense because his first video was like right
Peppers,
down the block
man.
Yeah.
at the gas station. Yo, he was doing his thing, man. He came up real quick, real
I
fast.
might have to shred a tail.
He was only
that
rapping
man
for
was a
2
soldier.
years. Wow. It felt like one though.
Yeah, it felt
So
like
he wasn't
one.
even able to drink, bro.
Yeah, he was 20 years old. I didn't even know he was that
20
young.
years old, son.
I didn't even know he was that young.
That young.
Son didn't
He
even
was
officially finish his turn up in the party scenes, man.
Facts. This recently it's been rough, man. We lost Nipsey, we lost Kobe, we lost Pop Smoke.
I think it's hidden more because we know them now, man. Like,
Yeah.
we get to hear about them more, and it's just like, damn, son.
And the fact that Pop Smoke was from the hood, you know, he was from Canarsie, he was from the floors.
He's the reason I'm about to start rapping, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you, cause it's like, damn, bro. He brought up the floss in a short amount of time, and Siri talking to me. I gotta put my phone on lock, you know.
Facts.
But yeah, so Pop Smoke going is like, I feel like I gotta throw out some bars for him, son.
Drop them bars, bro. Let them know what it is.
You know, it's BK Truth.
Let's see what you got.
Let me think. Y'all put me on the spot too soon. I
man.
can't give out the material yet.
Yeah.
Let me see if I could drop a freestyle.
Pre-cut.
If you
Let me
start
see.
off, I might have to jump in though.
Let me see. We up in here on the Real Word. You already know what it's hitting for. Shout out to everybody in the 9 and shout out to everybody in Canarsie. That's what I'm rapping for. R.I.P. to Pop Smoke. We gonna miss you. My dude, he came up. He did it so official.
What's next?
Get in the bars.
Ooh.
Doing it for y'all. Yeah, that nigga's got nothing on the crew. That nigga's better respect. We do what we do. We do real shit. Here's the real words. And y'all niggas know y'all looking
Hey
at
man,
real
you gotta
dude.
keep it clean, bro.
Sorry, the Brooklyn got out.
Like it's the guy in the suit talking like that.
Chill, The Brooklyn started getting out of me. You know, I gotta put the character back.
Hey, yo, shout out to Pop Smoke, man. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. Shout out to the whole Canarsie. It's an unfortunate situation, man. We're gonna have to edit this episode because of all your cursing. So, but yeah,
It's the real word. That's how we grew up, man.
other than that, man, Star Brem, I'm a local. She also from Canarsie, you know. Cardi B best friend. She recently was indicted on the RICO, and it seemed like a lot of people that's doing their thing, like the feds is coming for them. If it's not the feds, it's the ops. If it's not the ops,
They targeted them,
When you
man.
become successful, you become a bigger target.
And because of social media, I feel like they know quicker. Like they like
Yeah.
you blow up fast and they come after you fast. Like
yeah.
The feds use social media as evidence as well, so.
Yeah. But the feds is online, bro. That's no secret. That's no secret.
That's why they tell you stay offline, kids.
They got social media too. Like
Yeah.
they watching these pages being fans too.
But social media, I feel like it was something that really helped the world move forward. I was listening to a DJ Khaled interview the other day. He said things got hard, things got rough, but I kept going. I was like, yo, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna have a kid. I'm gonna enjoy my life. I'm gonna just relax. And then I started relaxing. He said then they put Snapchat on my phone. I thought I was talking to America. There's the stuff I say all the time anyway. He said then one day I went to the Apple store. It was crowded, it was packed. I'm like, Justin Bieber must be in here. And it was like, DJ Khaled, Major Key, don't play yourself. Everybody was saying the stuff that I'm saying. I'm like, what's going on? And then he said, y'all went to Vegas. I was in the hotel. And it was like, don't come downstairs. It was like, why? There was like, because there's a lot of people here for you. It's like I blew back up. Like, it was like, I always win. I never gave up. I'm like, yo.
That's really the motto though. Every day you
true.
gotta go
Can't
into
give
it,
up.
trying to live that dream, you know?
Yeah.
Trying to and he just didn't know it was gonna happen. It's kind of like when you blow up, you don't see it coming.
Right. And I can't even lie, like, you know, I blew up off online. Because if I was just preaching and just talking and just church and I put it online, like, a lot of people would not know about what we doing. And then, like, you know, from preaching.
And what you done, like,
From preaching, we made the show, and then the show, we ended up getting a company, then we ended up being on TV, and then winning awards and stuff like that.
like
what?
real
That's how you
business.
explain yourself.
And and it's a TV show, so it's like there's really thousands of people watching the show right now.
15,000 watched last week online.
And they just watching us talk about the real.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta spread the gospel.
Yeah,
Well, let's talk about it, man. How y'all feel about being actually on the show? Like, how y'all feel like y'all are putting yourselves out there for criticism, but then at the same time y'all just represent what y'all represent?
I'm gonna let you go first.
I mean, I feel like it's a blessing, opportunity, because I never seen this opportunity come my way. But since it presented to me, I've always had knowledge, but I wasn't a person that liked to be outspoken.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be a person where I don't mind staying in the cut because I'm like a basic person.
I was like the same way, like just chilling, you know,
Yeah,
staying to myself. Like,
Yeah,
dang.
like, I don't want all that attention.
Too much drama.
It's like I would see a lot of people get attention, but then at the end of the day, when they fall, the fall hits hard. So I don't want those type of falls, and I could see a lot of it is like fake love, and I never wanted that. So that's why I always stick to myself. But we know how this world works, and we know networking is a big key of this.
So why
world.
you reach out, man? Why you reach out? So why you want to tell the people about yourself and tell your people your opinion, man?
Because I want people to know what I really represent. Because a lot of people can say what they want, but only you yourself could tell the story at the end of the
And
day.
you're just out there telling your story.
Yeah.
That's alright. That's real.
That's what's up, man.
That's why I feel like rapping. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it's another it's a cooler way of telling your story to me.
Yeah, it's another talent. Like my homeboy always said, like, yo, that's one of your talents. I've been seeing your Facebook and Instagram post, like, you put words together. I'm like, yeah, I can write it, but like to say it out the blue and then say it out loud, I trip over the words. It's easier for me to write them down than to just say them out loud.
Yeah, I got that. I got that same situation too. Like sometimes when I sit down and I will have thoughts, I will like write them down. I write them down. I think when I do that, I write it down in a better, clear image than when I just try to think of it off the top of my head and just say it. So
you get to kind of like edit it in a way to
so it's like it's just like how you was in school and you write a paragraph and
you gotta reread it. You know. Yeah, you're right.
So like
that's how I feel about writing rhymes. It's kind of like the first time I said it, I'm like, I know the feeling, but it was like that's not the word.
Then you gotta really sit down and think and rewrite it. Like you first write it how it looks, how it comes out your mouth, but after you look at it over a couple times, then you like, all right, I can switch this up, that up. That's why it's always good.
I feel like music is like an art of speaking out. Even Kobe did music, man. Yeah. Like when I heard he passed away, I decided like, I'm like, didn't he come out with a song? I'm like, let me rehear this song right now. I'm listening to it. I'm like, look at this guy.
He's multi-talented.
So was 19 or what? I think 19 or 20. He was probably around Pop Smoke age in the music video doing the same thing. You know, it's kind of like it's just him telling his story. Everybody want to tell his story.
What's your story?
I mean,
Rick Saw.
My story's on television, bro. Like, that's the best way I can put it. Like, to keep it 100 with you, like, y'all know my body, bro. Both y'all know my past and where I come from. I was talking to my boy the other day. Shout out to African Fred, the plug. So Fred was like, yo, it's crazy, bro. You used to be some hood dude, like, why not? And now you a pastor. And I started laughing. I said, pastor. I'm like, why everybody keep saying I'm a pastor, bro? I'm not a pastor. And then he's like, yo, you be preaching, bro, so you a pastor. if I'm teaching, I'm a teacher, right?
Come on, man. You know the hood language, man.
And I was like, yeah. And I was like, all right, bro, cool. So, like, from there, bro, like, he was like, yo, bro, you changed a lot. And you're doing it from the heart. And people know you, bro. Like, just keep going. The way I felt, bro,
it's weird, kind of in a way like we like were bad guys, but we didn't know we were bad guys. We was kind of just having fun, you know. Yeah. And then what the hood was trying to say was, yo, you was a guy that was like this, and now you're out there telling people to do good. Like that's what I mean.
It's like the hood Robin Hood.
This is facts.
At the end of the day, we all learn from our mistakes.
Of course.
We all grow. Some people just take longer to grow.
True. Yeah. We all in a different time too, you know.
Yeah. In a real time.
But yeah, like this pastor, he gave me my first stage. Like he let me preach at the church. Shout out to Pastor Wilfred, and then he was like, yo, everything you do from now on, everything you say, record it, put it on camera, put it out. And I said, why? He said, because the world gonna watch it. I said, the world? He was like, yes, young man. He said, you have something special. You have a gift. It's just that you gotta share it with the world. And he was like, it's time for you to be who you're supposed to be. Just put everything on camera. I was like, all right, so and since then, I started filming my sermons. Then I started hiring a cameraman. Like, you'll see the cameraman that's there every time I preach. Yeah. Like, that's my cameraman. Whenever I go and preach, he records it. Yeah. Oh, he records it. He does the editing and all that. Like, he just gave me a sermon to post up. I'm post it up sometime this week. But yeah, like, I threw my first sermon on Facebook. It took a year to hit 1,000 views. I was hyped. I was like, word. Took out another one. I threw it on Facebook. It took half the time. It took like 5-6 months to go. And then my homeboy was like, yo, you got to cut it up. You have to dumb it down for the people. Yeah. And then he gave me an intro. He was like, yo, tell people that you telling the truth. You ain't telling no lie. But if they want to see if you lying, tell them to go look up themselves. Exactly. And then he was like, yo, nigga, you been keeping it real all the time. I know you. I said, all right, bet. And he was like, yo, just say that. I said, all right.
So say you've been keeping it real?
No, he was like, in my sermon, shout out to David, he's probably watching this. He said, in my sermon, say everything that's going to come out of my mouth is the truth. If you don't believe me, go look it up. Like, yo, go fact check me. And if I'm wrong, call me out. And then I was like, all right, I put that on film, I chopped it up, and then I sent it out. Like, and then I went out to preach at another church one day, and then she recorded it on the phone. She went live. That sermon hit 56,000 views. Like, that's when I went foot viral, like, you know, I did my little viral thing.
How you feel?
Yeah, it was alright. And then after that, like, I just kept preaching, and then people started inviting me to go preach at their church. And then I started getting positions in church and stuff and places, and then it just kept going and going and going. And then when I got married, like, I feel like when I got married, it took me to another level, because, you know, like, when you marry, people look at you different, to be honest. They're like, yo, this guy is like, he's serious, he about his business. And then when they see
Even
you,
when you propose, bro.
Yeah.
I'd say, I'm getting that now. They see me.
yeah. But like, when people see you and your family and y'all looking good and y'all doing good,
Yeah.
like, it's a good look for people. They're like, alright, like, this nigga doing his thing, like, you know. And then it's like,
Good influence.
yeah, and then, you know, like, I was really about God. Like, you know, when I was in the streets, I was
You
really
wasn't
about
just
the streets.
talking.
When I
You
was
wasn't
there.
just talking.
Yeah, like, I would study, like, I studied before every sermon. I'm studying for months.
Yeah.
Like, I read the same scripture, like, 6,
So what
7
got you
times.
into it, man? What got you into it?
Into what?
So
Read
to
it.
be that level of it, like in the sense of where you came from, and then
It's like,
deciding to go
Look
that
at
way.
where you was from, man.
I understand what you're saying. Everything I ever did, I did it to the highest level. Like, when we used to be in the
Give it
club,
everything you got.
we pop bottles every week for a whole year. That's fact. So when I was in the streets, I bought my first foreign at 23. Right after I bought my foreign, I bought something else black and made out of metal. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I felt like I made it. You didn't tell me nothing, bro. Like, who's gonna stop me after that? So like, after that, like, I was like,
Who's gonna stop me? It's like I'm unstoppable on these streets right now.
bro, that's how I felt, bro. That's how I felt.
I do remember you took a picture sitting on the hood of it.
Bro,
It was like,
bro.
had an album cover, I swear.
That's how I felt, bro. And like, you know, when we was doing it, bro, we was doing it. So then, like, I always been in church because my mom's highly religious. My uncle, he's a pastor. My grandfather, I didn't learn this until later on in life, that my grandfather, he was a highly religious. Like, everybody got two sides. I thought it was just my father's side that played in the dark. But I found out later that my grandfather, prior to him giving his life to God, like, he used to have powers from the devil. Like, he used to be like, yo, I used to do this and that. And he's like, yo, he's crazy. Like he's just talking crazy. Because, you know, and then one day I had a cousin. He was like, yo, like, our family really do those stuff. Like, you know, they be having powers. And one day I really listened to my grandfather. As my grandfather started to die.
What are the powers in the sense of?
I can tell you, as my grandfather started to die, he started to live backwards. So by the time he was close to his death and I started to see him in the hospital, he thought I was the same age as him. So he thought that I was one of his friends instead of his grandson. So like, he's like, yo, you remember the time when we was walking up walls and we did that and blah, blah? He said, yeah, I remember that. And I remember the craziest thing he ever told me. He told me this in front of his wife. He was like, yo, you know, one time I had 2 women pregnant at the same time. I had to wait till one gave birth and I had to run across and then watch another one give birth. And I'm like, damn, like, this is where I get it from. This guy. and then my dad and all them was talking and he was like, yo, like, yeah, your grandfather really used to do those things.
Wait, that's hold on, time out. He went to both they both gave birth at the same, like, or
How is that?
or
Yeah,
same
how's
span or same time?
He had 2 women pregnant at the same time. So it's Haiti. He was riding on foot, so he had to run to go
So
after
after
one
one-
gave birth. He had to go back to when his wife gave birth, so he could be there. Because, you know,
So he was loyal to 2, not 1.
And he was there.
at
Like,
one point he had all his kids growing up in the same house.
I'm more shocked about the fact that they both had the baby at the same time. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
he told me that in front of his wife,
That's
my
crazy.
grandmother.
2 different women having babies at the same time. Did he have sex at the
Look
same
at the
time?
bicep.
Did he have sex at the same time? I need to know. Like,
He
when-
probably
like
was
9 months ago.
He was
Was
probably
it the same day?
He was probably doing them around the same time, bro. It happens, bro. It happens.
That's
It happens.
interesting as fuck. I ain't
Not that far apart.
gonna hold you. That's interesting a lot.
Bro, it happens. So like, my dad was like, yo, like, he be serious. I said, what do you mean? He was like, yo, your grandfather, you used to have the power. Like, if you go into his garden to steal, you won't get out. You just go around in circles until you just die. until you starve and just die. He was like, he used to control demons, like that's what they call it. He used to control the Uga or Lugau. It's like they have like demons that they in control of.
What is Uga Lugau?
Lugau means like a monster, a beast, like a spirit. Like they be having control over spirits. It talks about it in the Bible too. It talks about it in the Bible.
It's the real thing.
So like my grandfather was like my grandfather was like, yo, no, my father told me that, because I was talking to my father about my grandfather, because my grandfather, he was telling me things that like spiritual things after a while, and then I was talking to my dad, like, yo, I think grandpa crazy, blah blah. He's like, yo, he's close to dying, so he got to give his gift to someone else, but none of his kids really come to see him because they either in Haiti or they're in Florida. The only ones that's really doing
gift in the sense of, you know, your vibe, pretty much your knowledge.
Yeah, so like my grandfather died 2 days before my wedding, and then a year later my daughter was born on the day that my grandfather died.
Wow. What would you say about that? That's like reincarnation.
That's the gift.
Yeah.
He was a religious man too, you said, right?
Religious and spiritual, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
And you kind of the same.
My faith came from my mother, and my mother came from my grandfather. One of my uncles is a pastor, and my mom and my aunt always been in the church, like they spiritual. Like growing up, I used to get hurt a lot from like fighting or falling, playing football.
Yeah,
and my mom's gift was the healer. As in, like, she used to boil a whole orange and put it in the water.
I still got a scab that from his backyard. Falling in the backyard, I had to cut the back of my leg. Your mom
here too.
Your mom did a pretty good job healing it, because I thought I just.
Oh, she healed you too. Bro, she used to take a whole orange, heat it up, and then she used to like squeeze it with wet hand and rub it all over your body. Take out oils, like that was her gift. The healer, the provider. Like she could heal and she could cook, like that. Like those are her gifts. But everybody
She
got
definitely could cook.
everybody got different gifts. Yeah.
The rice, man. It's
Like
rice.
Yeah. So like when my grandfather died, like I was doing things, I was preaching and everything, but it went to another level. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It went to another level. And that's why I be telling people like, yo, when I get the time, like real talk, watch my service. Just put Rickard Jean-Noel into Google and just watch my service from like, I got my very, very first sermon called The Reincarnation of Rickard Jean-Noel.
Yeah.
And then I got my newest sermons. And you'll see, like you'll literally see the difference in me, the church, everything.
I saw the pictures, how it increased. It went from pretty much 20 to like 50 to now it's looking like 80 people is in there.
Yeah.
What, in the church?
Yeah.
Nah, the church is over 200 people.
That's what I'm saying. I seen the growth from small to pretty much 4 times the size.
Yeah, bro, that's God, bro.
They got a lot of more growth. That's what happened there.
Yeah, even for this year, I was
It's a big church, man. It's like
Yeah.
a castle.
we had to buy a bigger church, but even for this year, I was the first pastor. I was the first preacher.
It's coming in now. It's not accepted.
I was the first preacher to preach in the church for this year, even before the church pastor.
Mm-hmm.
And that message set the tone. I was supposed to have been put it out, but I'm gonna put it out soon. But like that message set the tone for like everything that's gonna come. Cause like this is a gift, and the fact that I'm able to share it with you guys, you understand, it's casual, but
Yes,
it's
sir.
serious at the same time. You understand what
I
I'm saying?
totally understand.
Because it's an incredible story, man.
We all have one.
And it's for real. That's why I appreciate. One thing I liked about this show, and that's why I'm on it, is because of the real word. I always feel like it kind of fit in that, you know, I don't even know how I came up with the name BK Truth. It was from PlayStation. I needed a username. I wanted something to represent Brooklyn, and I don't recall why Truth came to be, but whatever. And what I'm trying to
the truth was out at that time.
I felt like living my truth, because I feel like when I was growing up, I had to lie a lot. In the sense of, my mom was super sensitive. I couldn't go to his block, which was 2 blocks away. And I guess she was just being a mother, you know, with no father there for me. So it's her only child, and we're in the hood. So 2 blocks away, she'll be screaming on the phone. You can ask her, she'll call, she'll be mad loud. It's like, yo, your mom, Craig, your mom is tight, man. Like, my mom would think like I was in danger. In my head, I'm like, yo, I'm just playing basketball at my boy's house. Like, it's just like we good. Like
in a closed backyard.
Exactly. Like I felt like it wasn't like we was playing crates and like on Andy Block. Yeah. And, her job was even worse because, she was a school safety agent. So she kept seeing the worst things every day when they're like, kids are fighting, kids are doing this and that.
That image always come up.
Yeah, so it was like, at a point I had to just start lying. I'm like, I went to Alan's house, who's next door, instead of AJ's house, who's 2 blocks away. So when she'll call Alan's house, we were like, Alan, come out here. Alan,
and Alan started coming to the backyard.
Exactly. So Alan's mom would be like, Alan's at AJ's house, so I don't know if Kimel's here. I don't think he's here. She'll go call in and she'll be yelling at me because I'm lying.
And then you got a cell phone and they used to call all the time.
Then, yeah, it gave them a break,
Ring, ring, ring.
His mom used to just call it yelling, bro.
She was super sensitive, so so when it came to truth, I was like, I gotta make sure I'm living my truth. I don't want to keep getting into that habit of lying, because what you practice becomes a habit.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is a negative habit. So when I made DK Truth, it was kind of like from that point in my life, I was like, I'm dedicated to just doing the right thing,
Yeah.
And his show is called The Real Word, so I feel like this is a chance for me I'm forcing myself to live by it. Because now the whole world, I feel like, can look into my life and be like, is he telling the truth? I want to be able to stand by it,
Exactly.
So that's why I like this show, man. It's about just telling your gifts, man, your story.
Right. But yeah, man, like that whole mystical, spiritual stuff, like it's real,
Yeah, I
So
definitely
they tell
believe
you.
in it too.
Nobody in this world is really crazy. You just gotta open up your mind to be able to see it. It's like what you said.
He's like a great sage to me. Like he got.
Yeah, but like it is a great example of why they say people was never crazy. Because when you have a mind, if you put it in a pie, right? You could in that pie, you are putting. It got 100%, and you get to put the categories you want in that amount of percentage that you put inside it. And based on that pie, you're the one who's putting in that pie. So just like what people they say, everybody's always available. It's whether or not you're gonna put that availability in the pie.
I get what you're saying in the sense of kind of like you make it whole.
Yeah.
It's all about how much time
So
you
like
put
when
into
people
it.
is like if somebody tell you I don't have time for this or something like that.
They're not putting into it.
Yeah. It's like you get the message.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. They're not gonna fill up their pie and never
You're
gonna
not a
make it whole.
priority for that pie.
Right.
It's like how you're supposed to make sure guys in that pie taking up more than 50%.
Yeah, I hear you on that, man. You know what just popped in my head?
What's that?
This guy Zion.
Zion?
Yeah, the basketball player.
Oh yeah. He's
That-
doing his thing right now.
That guy's he's big.
I heard that he gained 6
How do
pounds of muscle and he was not even working out. Does that even sound real?
these kids are growing taller, faster, bigger.
It's like the gym is in his muscles.
I ain't start hitting the gym till like much later. Like,
But that's a gift and a talent. Like some people just built like that,
Yeah.
facts.
From slavery when they was breeding Negroes, bigger, stronger black people. It's the same thing today, The combines and the workouts, they work out these Negroes, they make them run, they make them jump, they get the biggest, strongest one, they throw them on the field, and like, go play.
That's
crazy.
So when you think you're rich, they wealthy, it's a difference.
Yeah.
LeBron James is rich, the guy that pays LeBron James is wealthy.
Signs and checks. He controls you. It doesn't matter how much money you make. Like, look what happened to Bill Cosby. He was a billionaire. But
I ain't gonna lie, LeBron is the only good one though. I like. Well, now I wouldn't say the only one, but
I
right
think
now,
Steph Curry clean though.
Steph is clean too.
This is his wife doing random stuff. Like, she be blowing.
Are you talking about that allegation of her, seeking attention?
Yeah. You can tell. She look like a girl who used to be fat and just be like complaining about
I
random
mean,
stuff.
you can't get mad at her, man. She probably used to get hollered at, and what I think happens is, Steph became bigger than her, so all the attention, and I feel like that happens in, a couple relationships, because in a sense of one person is growing more than the other, so you start to feel like, you losing your own shine, but you're not supposed to be competing though. That's another thing, right?
Why you feel like that? I thought we were
like, what's mine is yours, like, right?
Yeah.
Nah, nigga, I want my own.
She want her own party.
She like, where my hoes? Why nobody hollering at me?
All that money.
It's probably people got respect for Steph Curry. Like, yo, he be shooting those threes. He's a chill dude. I ain't gonna try to smash him.
That's a fact. Because I'm like, I don't really see why somebody will come after this girl.
You look like a dirtbag. Smash Steph Curry chick.
Like, you a real dog. Like,
everybody.
You on the street, dog. Like, that's it.
That's something that the game might do. Because the game, he be doing stuff like that.
He's an interesting guy, man. I don't know.
They don't go him the game for nothing.
He playing something.
Just
crazy.
Just like when that
He got a tattoo, I think, on his face now.
Yeah. He does that stuff for attention. Like, I could never tattoo my face. That thing is crazy. And if you're not a rapper, a good rapper, then it's gonna be hard. Good job.
You gotta make sure you got that.
To each his own.
I be seeing people with face tattoos in real life. The first place I seen people with face tattoos in real life was the South Bronx. I'm like, oh, people really do this in real life. And I'm like, damn. I'm like, your life must be all kind of messed up. Like,
You're
what do
right.
you do?
I think mine was up Manhattan, like upper Manhattan, but by the Bronx pretty much, like right before Harlem.
And then when I started working, at a shelter, that's when I seen all kind of people with like face tattoos. I'm like, yeah, a lot of these guys either just came from jail or they mentally sick. I'm like, like what's going on with the other?
I think they mentally. I always think they're crazy in the sense of like they too lawless, man. Like I feel like your face gotta be clean, man. You gotta just.
I mean, it gotta be a certain trait.
Because you never know. I feel like you don't know if you're gonna regret something, man. Like in the sense of like you might one day regret not being able to see your normal face. Like it's just.
Like Amber Rose just got a face tattoo on her forehead of her two kids' names. Yeah. And she's like, oh, it looks cool to her.
Sometimes I think though, they say that African art is like back in the day they used to do tattoos on their face and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so
tribal marks.
Yeah, so sometimes I think maybe they just thinking in that aspect, they want to be.
I don't think that's why they're doing it.
One of
those. It's like, look at everybody now. The first time I seen somebody with a face tattoo was in a job interview.
Wow.
His face was tatted like this part.
What was the job?
Oh, it was that tour bus ticket, but I didn't really work there.
Okay. But in the sense of the...
So did he get the job?
He had the job?
Oh. I knew he wasn't going to get the job. I was like, bro, really? You come here with a whole face tattoo? Like, and then...
Did he have a chance? Did they give him a look back?
No. They didn't even give him the signing sheet either.
Yeah.
They just said, oh yeah, we signed in after.
I feel like once you get a face tat, you're like on the dark side of the world. Like,
it's just
yeah.
Like, there's not much you can really do after that. Yeah. Or you're just gonna be on like welfare or Social Security. It's just, or you just a criminal, vagabond. Like, yo,
the attention that you're gonna draw is not gonna be good.
Yeah, pretty much.
A lot of girls are getting face tattoos now.
A lot of girls looking for attention because they see I think like the battle on social media right now is pretty much everyone's trying to get the most attention.
Yeah, it's the transformation.
Yeah.
You go on social media, you see somebody doing something, next thing you know, you want to do it, and then they just repeat and repeat.
Yeah, pretty much.
You just transforming generation after generation.
I feel like so TV pretty much became social media in a way.
Social media became TV.
Oh, that way, yeah.
Yeah, shoot. That's how we got famous.
15,000 views.
Still gotta take care of the family while doing this famous life.
That's what I'm saying. Honestly, bro, like one day, bro, I want to be successful with, but like I don't gotta worry. And if I'm able to become successful, I'm gonna bless my boys like I always do. I feel like
take care of the family, man.
Yeah.
I feel like we all eat and we all good. Like
yeah, I feel like we just gotta keep being consistent. Like it's right when you're about to quit, but that's when you reach the breaking point. You make it.
You just gotta be able to know at that breaking point if you're gonna keep going or you're just gonna be a quitter.
well, you know, Black Mama ain't raised no quitter, man.
Right, you was never a quitter.
That's one thing I can always shout out, man. That the Mamba mentality, you know, don't quit, man. Go to practice every day. You know, practice is work.
So you think Kobe Bryant was better than Michael Jordan?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna say
Yeah,
that. That's the truth. That's Brooklyn
truth.
truth.
I'll just say one quote. You could wear their shoes, but you'll never fulfill them. As in,
You know what? You're right.
He played like Kobe, everything, but
Better.
I know he played like MJ, but there's only one MJ, and he's 6-0. So
you know what? I'm not gonna say
We're
better.
at the finals.
yeah,
I'm not gonna say better.
I mean that's the main important thing. Cause like, look at Eli Manning.
I take back what I said. I'm not gonna say better.
Look at Eli Manning. He has 2 rings, but look at the rest of his record. 17.
Don't talk about Eli. I know some Giants fans that
Let's
are
be
hurt.
honest.
But like he got a ring before his brother did.
Yeah, he's gonna be in the Hall of Fame because he got 2 rings, and guess where he got his 2 rings? He beat the GOAT. Yeah, so
That was it.
of course you're gonna have you can see everything else
On the biggest stage, and that was pretty much everyone in the world was like 19 and 0.
not once but twice. So it's like the rings hold a lot of value, like
To me, Eli always seemed like he was sleeping. It seemed like he didn't want to be there, but he was there because of his brother and his father. So he just like, it's whatever. But he had that rookie feeling for his whole career. Like, I'm not gonna become like a Tom Brady. I'm just gonna chill here. If I win, I win. If I don't, I don't care. Like,
but he got lucky at the right time.
Yeah, like you see how Peyton Manning was serious about football. Like he was like a football nerd. Like studied the game, do all the special plays, all that.
How the ball?
Eli was the lazy one.
Eli was the lazy and shaggy, sleep.
Maybe he could have been like Peyton.
He could
if he took it serious. Because if he could have been like Peyton, 2 rings being lazy, that's not bad.
Exactly.
I'm trying to think of Eli's personality. What is Eli?
Laid back.
Like chill. He seemed like
hit it right on the money. Yeah, hit it right on the money. Like he's just.
He's like, yeah, it was okay. Hey Eli, you threw a lot of interceptions. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry about that. Like Eli. So your score is very.
I'm not gonna lie.
She was like,
I just gotta get better.
There was some games where Eli got hit and he was just like, you know, I'm so tired of this.
It wasn't play no more. Bad times, bro.
I'm just so tired of this.
Bad times he played, he was like he wanted to play. And that's why he always had a good running back. He could just pass the ball.
Yeah.
Eli was.
Always had one.
Think about it.
His Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
He had
Brandon Jacobs,
Bradshaw,
Tiki Barber, Ahmad. Yeah, Bradshaw. Man.
He always had a good running back.
And he always had a good wide receiver at least.
At least one.
Yeah.
Charlie Shockey was good for a while.
Yeah.
Old Faithful. He could just throw it up and Shockey catch it.
Yeah, Burris, Tuma, Odell. Oh man.
Yeah.
I had a poster of that.
Because all you gotta do is just. All you gotta do is just rush him, and he just throw the ball up.
Yeah.
But like he always have a good receiver to go up there and catch it.
man.
You're right.
That's what
Eli
it
threw
is.
the ball up like he was like, I don't want to play this.
And he had a good defense a couple of seasons.
Yeah, of course.
They had to have a good. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. A couple games, I was like, damn, the Giants defense don't play, we lost. Like,
Yeah. And the NFL defense mainly matters for the championship.
Rickard know that Ravens was my favorite team, man. I was
But the
always,
Ravens, they look was more rough, more aggressive.
yeah.
Like they don't want that style of play anymore.
What now?
Come
Yeah,
on, bro.
it was dominant, man. That's
you
why.
watch NFL today.
It was too dominant, man. It's too dominant.
Certain hits, they not letting you do that.
But I'm gonna tell you why. It was too dominant, man.
Nah, because
They
people's
were-
brain started to turn into
Yeah.
mashed potato.
They started getting long.
No, that was the John Lynch that was doing. I don't think the Ravens was hitting people like that.
CTE is real, bro. A lot of them got sick. A lot of them
Yeah,
killed themselves.
they
Like crazy.
But that was like happening more often earlier. I would say during the 2000s, I don't recall it happening that much. I feel like people are getting
No,
injured
it-
now more than
I
ever.
think the first one was J.R. Sayu or J.R. Sayo,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the dude from the
I'll have to check that out.
Patriots. I think it was like J.R. I don't even know his name, bro.
I feel
J.R.
like
I remember it
Sayu
was
something. And then it was the old guy from the old time Steelers. He killed himself too. And then Eric Hernandez.
No,
they
what I
found
want
out
to
that he
know
had
is,
it
are they
too.
doing it now more than ever, or are they doing it less?
No, I think personally that it was always here.
But the
But-
NFL used to hide it.
It's just social media is a bigger thing now, so it's like things come out easier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Back then,
you
it
find out
was-
about it quicker. and
Yeah,
stuff.
if we was living it back then and there was no social media, people would know, but it wouldn't be like the way it is now.
Yeah, you right here,
Me and you might not know something, and somebody else might do.
man. Yeah, they what nowadays a lot of people know the same thing.
Yeah, it's a small world.
It's
With the
getting-
internet, you could connect with anybody,
Yeah, 15,000.
especially with social media.
So guys, 2020, man, it's about to be March. Two months down already. It's been a crazy 2 months. Like, what you
It hasn't
guys
snowed, man.
haven't snowed yet? Ready for the whole year?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It ain't really been a rough winter the
At
last couple
all,
of years.
man.
It's been
pretty
cold
chill.
though.
Cold.
Not that bad. It's
Nah.
But compared to
recently,
before,
Yeah,
like
man.
back in the early 2000s and the early,
bro, I remember
James.
it was like 25 degrees in February.
and it was snowing on the floor where you couldn't even walk.
Bro, I had boots with that was
You
gonna
could have sat down
buried.
and made snow matches. When was the last time you was able
It was
to
even
do
close
that?
to that.
In years, bro. But they said global warming, climate change, like that's real, bro. There's
Do you appreciate it? I ain't gonna lie, right now I'm kind of appreciating it.
I don't appreciate it because it's killing us.
Yeah. You're wrong.
Everything good got bad, every bad got good.
Yeah, man. That thing is killing us.
Yeah.
So what's some goals for you guys to accomplish for the end of the year?
I don't want to really bring up that. But thinking about getting a place, I'll say.
That's good, man.
That's the goal.
I'm gonna keep it simple. I only got 3 things in mind. I just want to be able to get my home inspired, make sure my family good. That's only it.
That's the
After that, I'm
regular,
fine.
regular King's
Yeah,
duties,
like
man.
all the other things are just extra to me.
It's because he got daughters. You know, that's why Jay-Z stopped rapping so much, because he got a kid, daughter.
Yeah.
Feel like you just be like, I gotta stay, make sure, take care of the family.
Yeah.
You know, make sure we're getting our food.
You start thinking different. You
Yeah.
start thinking like, nah, I can't think just for myself. I gotta think.
Not just running wild out there.
It's like the decisions I make, it's gonna hurt.
Facts. That's what these young kids gotta get into, man. I feel like
It's gonna,
even myself when I was younger, I'll say that I grew up without that mentality. I just seen it and appreciated it. Like I'll say, like I was growing up in it more, you know, just be wild and free, you know, no responsibilities. But,
Took me a while.
and I feel like that. I feel like that's the lack, you know. Well, for me, growing up without a father figure, in a sense of consistency there. Because when my dad was there, one thing I appreciate was he was a real lad. He was a real dude. He kept it a buck. Like he'll tell me his mistakes. He was like, you know, I was, you know, trying to be the man, son. I was trying to, you know, get this girl and get that girl because, you know, I wanted to brag. You know, I'm trying to get some stories to brag to my boys about. You know, kept it a buck with me. So I would say, like, I never was able to hate him because it was like, you know, I understand. You know, I was at that age where it's like, I am. That's what we all doing, bro. I'm like 12, 13 years old. I'm like, I grabbed them some girl, you know. I ain't tell him that, but you know, now more so I would tell him stories about it. I'm like, you know, at that time I was just like, I ain't say nothing because, you know, I was like, I didn't know you like that. I wasn't seeing you on a regular basis. I seen you, you know, once every 2 months and, you know, probably for a summer. But we never built a consistent bond. But one thing I've appreciated is that every time he came being himself, being real, you know. He'll laugh, he'll joke, and then he'll also give you, you know, the serious. So I feel like we lack that in our community with the younger kids, you know, growing up without fathers. They don't get to find out that you gotta also be serious, bro.
Yeah. Sometimes it don't even be just the father. Sometimes you can have both parents, but
it's
both
still
parents
that
not
message,
there.
right?
It's not there because sometimes it really be a lot of kids be in a situation where it's like they have both parents, but it's like they never have time.
That's another thing too.
Like they're always working. When they come home, what they do, they eat.
That's what we be talking about.
And they be on TV, so it's like you're out in the world by yourself, technically, trying to figure things out on your own because your parents not gonna teach you it.
Facts.
And like certain people, households,
they too busy. Because in a sense, in my household was like my mom was working overnight sometimes, and it's like when she came home, she too tired, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like I kind of felt like I was raising myself some days, and it was like I still appreciated the realness because I was like, I get it. Like, damn, you gotta do this. like so every time I went outside, she was always like, be smart though, be smart. Be smart.
My mother always used to tell me that. Like, don't make those decisions.
Like, be smart. Like, a lot of kids are not even being told anything because the parents are probably like so much dealing with their troubles.
Yeah.
One thing I realized is like you gotta really be on your, you know, controlling yourself. Like, don't let your problems of the day affect your kids. You know.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, especially with a girl, because I'm like, if I'm stressed out at the moment, she's, you know, being, you know, I'm like, Emily, go somewhere. She'd be like, why are you talking to me so mean? Like, and in my head, I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to be mean to you. It's just, I got a lot of built up frustration or energy right now, and it's like, I don't know how to tell you bye in a slow, nice way right now.
Sometimes they get annoying. Like today, like, I'm trying to write this paper for school, and I'm trying to tell my daughter, no, I got work to do. And then she climbed on the chair, climbs on top of the table, and then comes to sit on my lap. And I'm like, yo, like, get down.
She
like,
just want affection right now.
Yeah.
And I feel like they be affection hungry. Like, they.
She's like, no. Life changed a lot.
You ain't lying, man. You ain't lying.
Yo, man, that shit sweet a lot.
I got the bad shit.
Use some oil, man. Like it's complaining.
Stop moving me.
What's wrong with you? Stop it. You don't hear me crying?
Supposing thoughts, man, I was gonna find here. We had deep conversations today, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
For a closing thought.
yeah, no, my closing thoughts is the same, man. You know, kings raise the kingdom, queens raise the kingdom. You know, I feel like in life you gotta go through it with the kings or queens mentality. You know, think royal, think of the best thoughts. You know, be that king to princess, you know, daughter. Be that king to prince, you know, teach him the game and just teach him life in a good way.
Alright, my closing thought, I'll keep it simple. Everything in life comes with a price, so we all know in life, we all gonna make mistakes, but at least be able to control it to the point where you don't have a record.
It's the chair. It's the chair.
Yeah, I know. So,
Don't worry, Carl, order that chair next week, man. You can order that chair up. Get some.
Listen,
WD-40 and spray it on it.
see, you just taught them the game. Some kids don't got, you know, that knowledge. Double D40, man.
Yeah, I think you just sprayed the WD-40 on it. Yeah, man, you know, I'm just blessed and highly favored to have this moment with y'all. Thank you for everybody that's joining in. I see Alexander King. I see Hope Gibson. I see Evelyn Monique. Shout out to everybody else that's watching, everybody that tuned in tonight. Shout out to everybody that's watching us live. Shout out to everybody that's watching us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Shout out to all the people that's been supporting throughout all this time, and we thank you all for everything that you've done, and we hope to see you again soon. And, you know, you can follow us on Instagram at The Real Word Ministries, Inc. That's at The Real Word Ministries, Inc. You can also follow us on Facebook at The Real Word 7. That's The Real Word 7 on Facebook. We also, our website is www.therealwordministriesinc.org. That's therealwordministriesinc.org. And we also on YouTube, The Real Word TV. So anybody want to close down with a prayer? When we pray, don't sweep that chair, man.
He's like, oh, you gonna respect.
You go ahead. You
gonna respect the man. Don't sweep that shit, man.
Heavenly Father, I thank you for letting us being able to wake up today and see another day. Please, God, we thank you for all that you've done for us. Thank you for giving us food, shelter, and the breath of life. Thank you for this wonderful show that we was able to have today. Please, God, guide us, bless us. Please let us be able to keep blessing us with your gift of true knowledge. In Jesus' name,
Amen. So shout out to all of y'all, man. We thank you for tuning in. See you guys next week.
It's the real word. It's the real